What's this doing? Okay. All right, family, we trying to get this bug worked out. Y'all know how. Y'all know. Hey, listen, we all know how Facebook is, right? Come on, JP, bring us on in. Fam, listen. I am your host with the most, the one, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander. And listen, to my right, your left, is none other than the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shapeshifter, the code breaker.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we in tandem today.
Oh, it's about to do that.
It's a double impact today. Listen, we're about to give it to you, but we're going to put it in your lap so that you can digest it. So that you can grub on it. Yeah, let's grub. Come on, JP. Let's grub. Come on in. Take what's been prepared. Come on in. Have you had a taste of the universe? It's time to have a taste of you. Time to have a taste of you. Come on, man. share the feed. Y'all know how we do this. Come on, fam. I see y'all in the house. how we doing? Oh yeah. Yes, it is. One of those days like it's more like a A&Q.
Yes, indeed.
Where we get an opportunity to really just share kind of information with the family. The apostle and I. Listen, let me tell y'all something. This awesome gift to the people that is standing at my right hand. I'll give anything to stand next to him because you know why? Because I know he's committed to the cause. Guess what? As long as I've ever known him, he has always stayed in a place where you can trust his judgment. That he was willing to make the sacrifices necessary to get you what you need, so that when you get it, it has the right energy on it. We're in a time and season where we're dealing with energy. The energy that we need, it needs to be with purity. And one of the things that we started out with, quantum teacher, leaper,
yes, sir,
shifter. One of the things that we started out with was the number 11, or 111111, the binary code.
Yes, indeed.
That we understand that it deals with purity, rebirth, and bringing things back to posture. What is your posture? To bring things back to posture. But one of the things that I've always admired about him, the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shape shifter, the code breaker, is that he's never gotten out of the struggle. He's never left that realm. He's never left that realm where he's left the struggle. Listen, when you're in the struggle, you understand the level of sacrifice that you need. Not only that, but listen. When you are in a place of authority, you have a great responsibility to not be negligent. I've never found him to be negligent. Now listen to me, please hear me, and you'll hear me well. I've never found him to be negligent of his duties, nor derelict of his duties. We've been at conflict. We've been at odds. We've even been at almost fisticuffs, but guess what? Guess what we understood? It was because of love. That we love each other. Y'all ain't gonna hear. See, love will bring you to the precipice, to the brink of putting your... And then you'll put them down because you realize, man, you know what? We at this juncture right now. We're at this juncture right now because we're trying to move to the next level and move forward. And there's always some type of apprehension, some type of turbulence, some type of reflux, something that's trying to rebut what it is that we're trying to do and get over and get to you all. But I'm standing here. I'm standing here next to the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shape shifter, the code breaker. Family. Oh, come on here. Come on.
Listen, let me tell you something. In the midst of conflict, in the midst of chaos, mayhem, and madness, I've learned from the one to stay the course. and to let things play out.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So sometimes you can get in a place where things get heated, as the one says. But because you committed to the cause, it'll speak to you. And say, no, that's not right. There's something else going on.
Yes.
Let it play out.
Yes.
Now, let's get to our higher self and then sit down in our lower selves, in our higher self.
You understand?
So that we can work toward a common goal, a purpose that was already set forth. And listen, I've been doing this for over half my life. Oh, I don't think you heard that. Over half my life, I've been walking and talking with the one. Even in the midst of misunderstanding. I'm not saying he misunderstood. Listen, as a protege, you're going to misunderstand some things. But when you're taught the correct way, those correct teachers will come right back around to you and say, no, let's do it this way.
Yes.
Even, watch this. Oh, my goodness. I've even been disciplined by the one.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. True indeed.
Yes, sir.
See, I know it's speed.
Yes.
I've even been disciplined by the one.
Yes.
I've sat down for 90 days.
Yes, sir.
And guess what?
Yes,
Didn't
sir.
go anywhere.
Didn't go anywhere.
Yeah. 90 days, I sat down, didn't do a thing. And he knew it, boy. It was because my nature is to do what's right.
Yes.
And to walk alongside the one and to listen to the one and to operate with the one.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, and he knew it was eating away at me. But he said, my son's gonna stay the course, watch.
Yes.
While others were doing their own thing, he already knew that I was gonna stay the course.
Yes. Yes.
So I just waited, but here's something very key that he said. It was love.
Yes.
Throughout that time I said, I know he loves me.
Yes.
I already know this.
Yes.
He loves me. It was love. Prince of Peace, it was love. Love made me sit and gather in what I needed to gather in to get to this point.
Yes.
It was about love.
See, and here's what y'all have to understand. This master teacher is a giant among those that he walks among. He don't need me. But what he realized is that my measurement, how I measure, is my ability to serve when I know someone has that je ne sais quoi.
Yeah.
That'll bring me to that next rabbit level of me among those that I walk among. Isn't that something? Family, we're talking tonight. We're talking today, this evening, tonight to some of you all because some of you all, you're in high positions. You're teachers, you're masters, you're coaches, you do certain things that people have to adhere to what you're saying to them.
Yeah.
But what we're saying to you is that you've got to stay in the struggle. This is a roll call.
Yeah.
Who's in the struggle? How many of y'all still in the struggle? How many of y'all you're willing to lay down that element that someone needs you to lay down so that you can get to that next level of what you need to be so they can become who they need to be? And with much power and authority and responsibility comes with that. This is what we understand. This is why we're responsible. This is why we're talking to you today. Listen, we have all kinds. Listen, I have sons and daughters that are doctors, that are lawyers, that are, you name it, they're that. And they adhere, and they listen, and they gather in the information. They're not challenged by what I know. I'm not challenged by what they know. Why? Because we're bringing balance and harmony.
Yes.
That's what it's about. Master teacher, as I was out grounding today, I was out grounding.
Yes.
Family, I was out grounding in the backyard today. And we're going to get back to some things. We're going to get back to the number 11. We're going to get back to purity. We're going to get back to rebirth. We're going to get back to cleansing. And as you look at us, you can see we're cleansing that we've dropped weight. The stomachs are flat. We're balanced. Our symmetry is in order. And our energy is at an all-time high. If you look at us, we're projecting. it's a battle. We know it's a battle for you all of you all family members, that all of you all that are out there and you're going through and you're dealing with something. We're releasing energy to you right now. Now, as I was out grounding today, Master Teacher, the Spirit spoke to me. My spirit spoke to me. The ancestor spirit spoke to me. Yahweh and Ha spoke to me. The ascended master spoke to me. The noble ones, the elders, the anointed ones, the light bringers, spoke to me. Divine ones spoke to me. And said that, listen, you're going to be dealing with those that have been dealing with the earth tone colors. The color brown. The color brown. And in fact, they spoke to me and told me, listen, you need to burn a brown candle. I fired up a brown candle, and when I fired that brown candle up, listen, there was the spirit of the ancestors that surrounded us. I'm going to talk to you all today. Listen, and the master teacher is going to talk to you all today, and then y'all going to talk back to us, because it is a what? A talk back system. We're here because we love you. We're not here because we need anything. We don't need anything. But when we ask you all, we say, hey, share. Share your spirit. Share your finances. Share your time. We're asking you to do that for you, because what? You are the most important person in the room, because if you weren't, we wouldn't be here. Because it ain't about us. We could be somewhere doing something else. That's right. Right? Just as you can. And you already that you can be anywhere you want to be and doing anything that you want to be doing. But you're here with us. You're here with the host with the most. Here, the apostle, the prophet, the cosmic commander, along with none other than the master teacher, the quantum shifter, the shape shifter, the code breaker is in the house. But you got to understand. We're in the house today. Master teacher, we're going to continue on. And I'm going to get to this brown, but let's check this timeline. Yes. I see y'all in there. Hey, Stephanie. You know I still love you. I love you, girl. Elder Gibbs, what's your favorite saying, Apostle? Listen, all is well, but I just saw Elder Gibbs on the timeline. It just got better. Yes, indeed. Sabrina 217. Hey, y'all. That's my 217, y'all. I used to chase in high school. Yeah. Boy, she was finer than wine. Listen, I used to chase her all of the time. Hey, Sabrina, how you doing? That's a Mars squad, baby. Yeah. That's one of our Mars. Hey, Cynthia Ford Clark. Listen. Mwah! How you doing today? Good to see you in the house. That's one of the Mars squads. Stephanie is one of the Mars squads. Come on here. Stephanie, Cynthia, Sabrina. Oh, Kizzy in the house. Hey, Kizzy, that's one of my daughters too, hey? You know I love you, girl. You wear that green well. Keep on wearing that green. Your Moja, that's one of my other daughters. Oh, that's water. Oh, she float like water. She takes the least path of resistance. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, we love to shout you out. Y'all know what to do. Pass this on. Somebody better share. Because we're about to go into this. Listen, we want to deal with this brown. The brown is going to crown. Monique Madison in the house as well. Monique, I see you in the house. Monique, see you in the house today. going to give you today is going to be a grounding energy. So we can get you grounded.
Yes. The priestess, Lavelle in the house. Yes.
So we can get you grounded, fam. This our season and this our time. Listen, if you're in a truth session, that means that you're in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing with the right people. And ain't no doubt about it. Ain't no doubt about it. Man, y'all hanging with the master teacher and the cosmic commander. Listen, y'all, we want to just love on you for a few minutes, give you a little drop, some few nuggets. And listen, if y'all have any questions for us, today is like answering A and Q. If you want to ask us some questions today, drop them on the timeline and we'll answer them for you. Because we know you're full. Your plate is full because the table has been set. It's been plenty on the table, so sometimes you got to ask questions. Yeah. But I want to put this brown out here for y'all. One of the things brown means, master teacher,
yes,
actually puts us in the knowing. That's that quantum realm. Because that quantum realm is going to bring us to those real true principles. Can you kind of just real quickly just kind of, bam, hit those quantum principles real quick in terms of how it brings us to that next level of knowing?
Yes. Listen, the quantum realm is the realm that deals with the smallest, minute particles that have the ability to connect it to all things. So once you arrive at a certain place, it connects to something else, which means the detectability is slight, few and far between. You can't detect its speed or location, which means it's always moving, which means you're always moving. You're always connected to your destiny. You're always connected to the next level of who you are and where you're going. That's the quantum realm. Not only that, there's quantum entanglement, which means it's always working in another location that has everything to do with you.
Yes.
So your destiny is always intact. It's always being monitored. It's always being sought after. That's the quantum realm. It deals with that which is sufficient.
Yes.
Which really takes us to perfection, because when you're dealing with perfection, it's having or lacking in no essential detail.
That's correct.
And because it's lacking in no essential details, it's perfected. And that's the realm of quantum. It's perfected. It's connected to all things. It's the ecosystem realm where everything is connected to everything. As we should say, everything is everything.
Everything is everything. Yes, sir. And as you mentioned that, remember when we dealt with the number 11, the number 11 is thought of as a master number because it is a double digit of the same number, right?
Yes.
Okay. When this occurs, the vibrational frequency of the prime number doubles in power. We're talking about quantum principles. We're talking about mathematics. We're talking about, because the mathematics is the cause of it all, because all things are expanding to the left. Everything is still expanding. Here is family, and we're going to make real good sense to you, okay? Now, dealing with the number 11111. Those are binary. That's a binary number. That's a coded number. This is why the master teacher deals with codes. Now, that attributes to the number 1. Number 1 doubles. The very basic and primary understanding of the number 1 is what? New beginning and purity. When we see these attributes double in strength. So what we're saying is that this is the time of cleansing. This is the time of renewal. This is when you're going to resurrect yourself. This is when you're going to the next one of yourself. In the Hebrew, we call it archer, which means to become the next one of yourself, of you, because it's about you. It's not about what Master Teacher and I are doing. Right. It's about what is given to you so that you can do you and become you and become the next one of you.
Yes. What's so powerful about this quantum realm is that it's not fortuitous that I'm standing here now. Watch how deep this is. As a kid, for 20 years, my address was 1111. I grew up at 1111. And the one that's dealing with this brown, guess what? I wore brown everything as a kid. As a kid, all throughout high school, man, I had brown everything. I know I'm in the right place. quantumly, it was already connected. Everything we're dealing with right now, I had some measure, some understanding, some idea of what was going on. But when I met the one, oh man, it opened up. Quantumly, it opened up. Mathematically, it opened up. I knew what was going on. It was quantumly orchestrated. Powerful thing. So now those things that the one spoke into my life years ago, I can look back and see how they systematically lined up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Family, we have been in alignment. And those of you, if any of you have dealt or seen or felt the color brown in the past week or two or month, put it on the timeline. Yeah, those earth tones. That's right. Shades of us, for us, by us. That's right, Monique. I hear you. Yes, I hear you. I'm telling you, you all are in for something beautiful. I'm like Hakeem Mahamuti.
Yeah.
Don Lee. A.K. Don Lee. Hakeem Mahamuti. You know what he said? He said, if you were a match, I would light you into something beautiful.
Come on.
Today, fire is in the house. We're going to light you into something beautiful. Come on, Jacob. Get ready to put this out there for your family. Get ready to put this brown out here for you.
Listen, I was holding on to this, but just before we got started, I started burning the earth tone candle.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's just how it operates.
How many of y'all, anybody put out there yet? He said, I know that we are truly connected because I just bought some quantum oracle cards today and turned in a 7-day brown cake. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. See how that happens just like that?
Just like that.
Kizzy. And she is connected to me.
Yes.
She sows into me. She calls, she understands when I'm going through something. She said, I can feel you. She said, I feel you, Baba, I feel you, Father. You're going through something.
Yeah.
I feel you healing yourself. There's some things. She called me. She told me that. She texted me that. Said, I feel you.
That's bad.
Master teacher, we got awesome family members up here.
Yes, yes. Very supportive. Yes.
Spiritual advisors. You name it, from A to Z, we got them. We didn't come to condemn anybody. Listen to what I'm telling you. We come to love on you and cause you to become more who you are, so that you can do what you've been designed to do. All of us have a spot, place, and time to do what it is that we've been called to do. Oh, brown is bad.
Come on.
Brown is bad.
Yes. Oh, my God.
That brown. Listen here. When you hear what the Spirit is saying, listen here, you can be able to get into places. As the Master teacher said, you'll nestle up in places.
Yes.
The mod squad, one of the mod squad said to you at 4 o'clock, said I was wearing a brown bracelet for a few days this weekend. Oh, there it is. Look, I put it out there. I put brown out there for you. Look what it means. It puts you in the knowing.
Yes, sir.
We know to know.
Come on.
Is the basic bottom level of our work.
Understanding.
Yes.
Bloom's taxonomy.
Yes.
Knowledge.
Yes.
Comprehension, application.
Yes. Yes. Knowledge brings about a foundation. I know we got this new movement out here talking about not understanding. Listen, you cannot have a foundation without understanding. I know we understand, but let me tell you something. You cannot get to understanding without understanding. Well, why do you say that? Because if we use word reversal, what happens, Master Teacher?
It means to stand under.
It means to what?
Stand under.
So when you stand under something, what happens, Master?
Man, you build a foundation.
You build a foundation because you're standing on.
That's it.
Something.
Yeah.
Listen, you all are dealing with, by profession, what are you?
An engineer.
An engineer. And he will tell you that the greatest sustainability of any erection of a building is that you have to dig beneath the surface.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You got to go beneath the surface. And why am I saying that? Because you have to become profound.
Yes.
Because the foundation sits on top of the ground.
Yes.
But sustainability means that you got to dig beneath the. Come on.
Called a substructure.
It's called a what?
A substructure.
Tell him again.
You've got to build a substructure first.
Talk to us. Come on, Master Teacher.
Watch this. A substructure with footing drains around it. In other words, you got to plant your feet. Footing drains. In the event of a flood, you've got footing drains around your substructure so that it can drain off so that your building don't float away.
So that your building won't float away. Isn't that something, family? Look at what he just said. So that it won't float away. He talked about something. Listen, sometimes we can get full of gas. And that's all it is gas. That you're a fart. You're a poop.
Yeah.
You're a break wind.
Yes.
That's all you're doing.
The flash.
The flagellation. Yeah, so ain't nothing going on. But what he's saying is that when you dig beneath the surface and become profound, is when you begin to release those elements that has within it sustainability.
Yes.
We're looking for sustainability.
Sustainability.
Okay, look at this. Look at this, Master Teacher. We're dealing with brown, but before we go into that brown, listen to this. 1, 1, or 11 carries a vibrational frequency of balance.
Yes.
This is what we're getting at, balance, family. It represents male and female It represents male and female equality.
There it is.
Let me say something. I know I'm finna get ready to go out here on this limb. I go out on the limb every now and then.
That's all right. I'm out there with you.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. So it brings about the balance of both male and female. So when you see someone saying that they're celibate, someone saying that they've been called to not copulate and to be fruitful, both male and female, we know that we have a certain religion that has within it certain people that says that they've set themselves aside for God and God only.
Right.
I beg to differ. Because you cannot be in accordance or in balance or in harmony with God if you're not willing to copulate. Because the very element of God is to be fruitful and to multiply and to bring forth.
Come on.
Are we going somewhere today,
Yes.
family? You might want to stick around. Why am I saying this? Because this brown is very powerful. It's talking to us.
Yes. Yes.
But why am I saying this? Because we have to bring about balance between male and female. So if we all come here and refuse to copulate, then we cannot multiply, and then there will be no survivals. There will be no one here because everyone will eventually what? Transition.
Gonna be in
So that doesn't make good sense. Now, I'm not knocking you. If you've chosen that particular way of life, then listen, kudos to you. Then you do that. But what I'm saying is don't bring that to others and try to force it upon others and say that this is the way of life when it isn't. That's what you chose.
Right.
But the real choice of life is to be fruitful and multiply.
Yes.
Let me tell y'all something. If you haven't caught up with us yet, we have a love language. We're about love. We're about being fruitful. And let me say this with you. Let me share this with you and say this to you. The very reason why you came here was to have sex, to copulate, to get busy, to enter in, to put your love in her.
Come on, come on.
So she can respond by swelling up and bringing forth.
You got to go to heaven.
Yeah, you got to go to heaven because heaven is where?
On the inside.
On the inside. We came to talk to you today. I told you we're going to talk to you today. Hang with us. Y'all stop talking back to us in a minute.
Come on.
We've been so marred and scarred.
Yes.
We've been so traumatized that we don't even want to bring forth anymore. We don't even want to be in a relationship. All we want to do is do jump-offs and different types of things of that nature.
Yes.
As opposed to really understanding the real fruitfulness of copulation, engaging, having intercourse.
Yes.
To enter into a course to understand and believe in one another. Come on,
we've lost that art form. It's an art form. It's an art form of love. And if you listen to us, our love language is so heavy. You can feel it. You can sense it. Even when we're not speaking to you directly, you can feel the love. Oh, I've gotten calls and text messages saying, listen, I feel your love. I feel your energy. And I take this same language, this same love language, and I take it with me everywhere I go. I just love on people.
Yes.
Listen, I also learned this from the one regarding tipping. Yeah, I've always tipped, but when I got with the one, man, he took it to a whole nother level.
Yes, sir.
Man, he revolutionized tipping.
Yes.
But I saw that he was loving on people and what it did to them.
Yes.
So now everywhere I go, I don't tip traditionally. Listen, a lot of my tips or more than my bill.
Yes, sir. That is true.
I give a tip that's larger than my bill, or half of my bill. General tipping, the regular 15, 18%. Sometimes they do maybe 19 or 20, 25, 30%. Because I know how to touch a life. And it does something for a person. Listen, these people work hard. And when you can receive just a little bit of love, a discount, a tip, oh man, you transform a life. And so I've learned that from the one. And listen, I do it now without thinking. I don't go to a place where they serve without tipping. Listen, if I don't have money to tip, I don't go there. I just won't eat that sandwich that I want. I'm going there with tip money. I learned that from the one. If I can't tip you, I'm not going there.
Yes.
I'll fast for that day. But I'm telling you, it's a love language, man. And I'm telling you, I love that language. It does something for me to love on people.
Yes.
To feel that energy.
Yes.
And then when they reciprocate it, man, I just take it and bottle it up, and I'm telling you. And I go to the next level of who I am. That's why I'm always like this. The one can tell, you don't see me walk around dismayed and upset.
That's correct.
Unhappy. Man, I'm like this all day long.
Yes, sir.
All day long. Oh.
Give it to him.
I'm talking about love. I'm talking about love. Come on. Love that'll touch you in a place that you don't even know you need love.
Yes.
That's right. Where things are nestled, and you know that I love that word.
Yes.
Where things are nestled up inside of you, in a place that you don't even know that you're hurting.
Yes.
And listen, because of love and how it connects to everything, listen, I can say something to you. You feel like $1,000,050, and I told you that's just your pocket change.
Just your pocket.
That's just your pocket change. Your weekend spending money. That's your tip money.
Yes.
Come on.
Listen. This brand. But let me finish up on the 111 or 11. 11 again. Let me recap. 11 carries a vibrational frequency of balance. It represents male and female equality. It contains both sun energy and moon energy simultaneously, yet holding them both in perspective, separateness, perfect balance. Whoa, and you talked about perfection. Yes. That the moon and the sun are held in separateness. And in that separateness, it is a perfect balance. Woo! One rule by day, and the other rule by night. Yet, but it's separate balance.
Yes.
It is a perfect balance.
Yes.
That's like how relationships should be. The feminine should be in a wholeness, and the masculine should be in its fullness.
Yes.
Come on here and come together as one, but yet they understand that they're separated. Oh, come on here. They're not in some make-believe realm.
Come on.
They're not in some pharmaceutical realm where they don't understand that yet individually I have my own thoughts.
Right.
I have my own behavior.
Yes.
Oh, come on here.
Come on, bring it to it.
Come on, Pastor.
Listen, I'm telling you, that is the perfect realm of quantum ideas.
Yes, sir.
Because it's perfected.
Yes, sir.
It's a balanced realm. And listen, it's not like Darwinism, where there's competition, where there's pushing and pulling, and the polarity is off.
Come on.
See, when the polarity is off, you make the wrong sound.
You make the wrong sound.
Your positive and negative lead wires are off, so it's making the wrong sound.
Yes, sir.
But in the quantum realm, that love makes the right sound. Watch this. Although it's one big realm, there's still separateness, but there's still identities, which means each piece of the quantum realm has certain other pieces connected to it, but it's still a part of the whole.
Yes, come on.
It's like baking a cake and cutting the cake into pieces.
Yes, sir.
It's still a part of the entire cake.
Yes, sir.
It's just in a quantum piece, but it's still functioning as a cake because it's got all the same ingredients that were
Yes.
used in.
Yes.
That's what that realm does.
Yes.
Separate but equal. Plessy
Separate
versus Ferguson.
Come on here. Separate but equal. Isn't that something?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Because that brings us right back to that quantum realm. And quantum uses as a partner in this situation synergy.
Yes. Woo. Synergy. The individual parts. No, it's not greater than the sum of the whole. No, the sum of the parts, yes, are not greater than the sum of the whole.
Come on.
I call it synergy.
Synergy.
Yeah, synchronized energy. Come on here.
Yes, sir. It's synchronized, which means that it understands how to get in the flow and flow properly.
Yeah.
And our late brother Bruce Lee, peace be upon him.
Yes.
Be as water, my brother.
Yes.
Water takes the least path of resistance. What are we saying to you today? We're going to take the least path of resistance because of Brown. Brown brings us again to that knowing. Knowing brings us to knowledge.
Yes.
We know what's in knowledge. If you look at the word knowledge, it is compounded.
Yes.
Listen here. It is fully loaded.
Come on. Yes, it did.
It is smacking.
Yeah.
It ain't slacking.
Come on.
When you look at the word knowledge, the root word in it is knowing or to know. You get the word ledge.
Yes.
You get out of the word knowledge the word edge.
Edge.
So what you know actually puts you on a
Ledge.
for the cutting
Edge.
which means that it puts you ahead of everything that's
Come
around
on.
you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quantum.
That's quantum.
You the leaped. Oh my God. You leaped.
Yes. Yes. With all the essentials.
You leaped.
You leaped.
Okay, let's go to Brown then. Listen, we're going to go to Brown, and then we're going to get y'all out of here. We're going to check this timeline, and then we're going to get you up out of here because we want this fire to fall. Fire.
Yes.
Brown represents the earth and civilization. Oh my God. Brown represents the earth and civilization. Can you break down the word human for us, Master Teacher?
Listen, human. Root word, Q. Last part, man. Q representing color. The color man. He colored. Watch this. Not one color. It's the array of colors representing balance. The arcane, the ray of light. The one was talking about earlier. Man, the aura, the hue, the color. That's right. Man having the ability to release his spectrum.
Y'all gotta catch this, man. It's for you. The human, representing the soil, says that atom was formed from the dust of the earth.
Yes.
If you understand that particular parable or that analogy, you'll understand that dust doesn't mean dirt. It actually means particles floating in the air.
Yes.
In other words, we were created out of particles floating in the air because we're actually stardust. Wait a minute. Because we're literally stardust.
Get ready to get deeper.
And those particles come together and create a frame, or it frames a thing.
Oh, yeah.
You've been framed.
Come on.
And it wasn't by Roger Rabbit, or by those that tried to frame Roger Rabbit. But you've been framed to come into this particular realm and manifest yourself. Because it is absolutely nothing that becomes something. Oh, come on here. The only way to know that nothing exists is that it must become something.
Yes.
Oh, y'all gonna talk to me in a minute. See, we were all in that space and place called nothing.
Come on.
But nothing came to the cognition.
Yes.
Became cognizant.
Come on.
Became aware.
Yeah.
And began to move trained,
Yes.
living and let live, coming to life, becoming Hayah, to come into being.
Yes.
It is you. You is what's most important. I see you. Come on, you. Come forth, you. Manifest yourself. Do what you've been designed to do. Be who you are. Oh, come on, manifest. Manifest. Oh, manifest.
Come on, man, it's a fest. Yes.
Come on.
Come on, man, it's a fest. Yeah, man, I fest. Manifest. That's right, man, it's a fest. Manifest I. That's right, it's about you. We're creating a fest for you. So that you can live. Come on, manifest.
Yes.
Listen, nobody can beat you being you. Nobody. There is something about you that needs to come forth.
Come on here.
So that we can all connect to it.
Come on here. Connectivity.
Connectivity.
Quantum
That's quantum.
leaping.
Quantum leaping.
I need you to leap over here.
Yeah.
So I can leap over there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's called trading places.
Trading place.
Oh, y'all ain't gonna talk to us today.
Come
We're
on.
talking to you.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, let's enjoy life.
Come on.
Happiness is an experience.
Yes, it is.
Have the ability to leap into what you got going on.
That's
and
right.
you leap into what I have going on. Come on here in the quantum principles.
That's
jump
right.
off, and we have a ball.
That's it. Oh my goodness. See that's what those electrons are. That's right. One big ball. Evading electrons having the ability to jump from state to state or from one atom to the next atom, creating an ion. And
Yes.
and creating I.
Yes.
So I can be on, I can be right, I can be spot on. Come on. An ion. And
Yes.
when it leaps to that next level, guess what?
Yes.
It takes on the property and tries to become that which it leaps to. So now my ion leaps over with the one, and I manifest the one, I become the one.
Come on here. And then we start sharpening each other.
And then we start sharpening each
Because
other.
iron sharpening.
Or iron sharpening iron.
Oh my God.
That's right.
Oh, family,
That's
come
what
on,
it's
y'all
all
back
about.
here today. That 11111, come on here. Let them ones bring it to that brown state of being.
Yes.
That brown also evokes, listen here, relaxation. We're finna bring you to that place where you can relax in yourself. Come on here, some of you have been dealing with anxiety.
Yes.
Some of you in a hurry, you're hustling and bustling. Listen, haste make waste.
Yes.
We're gonna slow your pace so that you don't make waste. Relaxation, we speak it to you, we command it to be so.
Yes.
Learn to relax in your thoughts. Learn to relax in your rest. Learn to relax in your behavior. Learn to relax in your contacts and your connectivity with
Yes,
others.
yes.
Relax in that.
That's right. Relax in it.
And don't be fearful.
Yes.
Fear is illusion. But danger is very real.
Yes.
But fear is an illusion. Fear causes you to believe something is happening when it really isn't happening. But danger alerts you and you can see what it really is.
Yes. That's awesome.
And you can avoid it. You can avoid it.
Yes. That's awesome.
But fear is illusion. You can't avoid it because in your mind you're trying to figure out where is it, why am I acting like this,
Right,
what's
right.
going on. You're in a paranoid state of being.
Yes. Yes.
But we come to remove that and bring you into a place of relaxation. We command your amygdala to calm down. We command your adrenaline gland to calm down. We command that your lymphatical system come into harmony and balance with your endocrine or your endocrine system. And we decree that all of them come into existence with your rhythmatic system. That all things come into rhythm and balance and harmony now. We decree it to be so now. And it is so.
It is so.
I told y'all we came to talk to you today. We just came to just get it into a place where you can use it for yourself. The master teacher now, listen, talking about relaxation, and then it brings you to the realm of confidence.
That's right. Listen, confidence will cause you to walk out that which others said you cannot walk out. When it's right there before you. I just spoke to someone this morning regarding confidence. someone I mentored, one of my math mentees and one of my athletes, a freshman, made it to state.
Whoa. Woo.
Freshman, she made it to state in the shot put in the discus on varsity because I built her confidence.
Yes.
I spoke a love language to her. Oh, yeah. And that love language built her and built her and built her confidence. And she went out and finished in the top 5. Listen to me, a freshman in the top 5 in the state at the state meet because her confidence level went up. She was my MVP in basketball because her confidence level went up. All I did was tell her what I wanted her to do.
That's it.
I didn't give her an opportunity to think about what she needed to do. I told her what I wanted to do. And I began to call her just that.
Yes.
It built her confidence because my words were at the forefront of her mind.
Yes.
It blanketed her and she began to wear it.
Yes. Which we talked about the Lego and the Logos.
Yes.
How that within the root of logos or logos is the word that Lego, which means to fitly join words together.
Yes.
But we know them by the building blocks that they have in Walmart.
That's right.
Tours of Us.
Yes.
You can go get Legos and you can build things.
Come on. Yes.
That's what words do, right?
Yes.
But we understand the apostolic principle of things. I ain't talking about no apostolic church. Get out of here. We talking about no religion. Religion is that which is absent of science. We know what science is. Science is a fact of thing. Get back to our quantum principles. But what am I saying? When you begin to deal with Legos, Logos, when you bring those into perspective, you're going to get back to how things really appear.
Yes.
So when you speak them, it causes things to what? Appear. Getting back to what? Framework.
Come on.
Getting back to framing things by what? Our words.
Yes.
We know that one particular letter creates a
word.
And a word creates a
sentence.
And a sentence
create a paragraph.
And a paragraph
creates a body of work.
And a body of work does what?
Oh my goodness. From there, listen, it will paint a picture.
Yes.
A body of work will paint a picture for you.
Yes. Yes. And we call them word pictures.
Yes.
Some refer to them as word salads. Where you can take and mix something up and get something out of nothing. Yes, yes. And this is where we at. We're causing you from this day forward and forevermore. Those of you that are here now that are going to join us later, forevermore, you're going to speak things into existence. They're going to manifest because you're going to understand the building blocks for the Lego, for the Logos.
Yes.
We never got to the word dalbar, which is a Hebrew word.
Yes, sir.
Which is a very powerful word also.
Yes.
Because that dalbar word, when you get into that dalbar word is the very words that frame the universe.
Yes.
That's a whole other different level.
Yes.
We won't get into that right now. But, Master Teacher,
yes,
it is always extraordinarily awesome, fulfilling.
Yes.
When you and I get an opportunity to be intangible.
Yes.
To greet the people. To greet the family.
Yes.
The family is awesome.
Yes, they are.
Family, we love you.
We love you.
We're here for you.
Yes, sir.
We're going to check this timeline. Y'all talking to us. Let's check it. Let's check it.
Now that we found love, what are we going to do with it?
Yeah, you understand me?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Sister Mod Squad, Century 4 o'clock said, are you suffering from any depression or borderline traumatic syndrome? Anything, the True Session is always available to counsel with you. We love you. master teacher. Katie and JP flowing with that music. Sabrina said, whoa, Hugh, a nurse was just singing. Civilizations, particles floating in the air. Stardust, yes, indeed. Yes, nothing cognizant, light that shone out of darkness. Yes, yes, indeed, Sabrina. Whoa, my passion, manifestation. I am who I am, the great I am. Elohim, joy, quantum, yes, Elohim. Yes, yes, 11, Kizzy, yes, yes. I am Elyon, the great I am, yes, Elyon, the great I am. Learn to relax, is an illusion, danger, alerts. Your cortisol levels drop, that's correct, Sabrina. Awesome when our families don't build our confidence. It can manifest, add no self-esteem. That is true, Sabrina. Positive. Thank you. Mentors are needed. Building of confidence. Thank you. Since 4 o'clock, I have received so much love and energy from my Facebook group family. Nothing but love. We love you back. Yeah, we love you too, Sabrina. Nothing but love in the truth session since 4 o'clock. Oh, none other than the N21. Craig never says feels good spending time with my tribe. Ashe, oh, ladies. Yes. quantum shifter, the shape shifter, the code breaker. All the way from the Winter City, blowing man, listen here, he levitated. Oh, I know y'all heard the words, that majestic language that he speaks, the love language I enjoy. It endears me. It causes me to go to a next phase, a next level, a next realm. Thank you, Monique, for your donation. Thank you all for your donation. Thank you for your silent donations. Those
always says, listen, hold what you got. Muse over it. Cogitate upon it. Ponder over it. But by all means, govern yourselves according to what this